started this project all these years ago, I didn't know how hard it was to make a film. I just thought, you know, how hard can it be, right? and now I know. By the time I knew I was incapable of doing this film, I was kind of in it up to my armpits, and there was really no going back. But I most looked forward to this night of showing the completed film to Bill's friends and family, and my friends and family, and people that knew him or I wish knew him. Our goal was always to share Bill with as many people as possible. And thank you all for coming. So I first met Bill when he was 84 years old. Theophilus Brown, his friends call him Bill. And this gentleman in the front row, John, referred him into my chiropractic office. I'd say within about 5 minutes of meeting Bill, I thought he's the most interesting person I've ever met. He was telling me stories, and he was pretty good at dropping his stories out there, but he was telling me stories about being in the Battle of the Bulge in World War II, and his friends the Stravinskys, and the night Marlene Dietrich came over for dinner, and the time he met Picasso, and his friend Eva Marie Saint, whose son is here tonight, by the way. Thank you, Daryl, for coming. And he had been with his partner, Paul, for a little over 50 years at the time, and I thought, wow, you know, these guys were a gay couple at a time when gay couples didn't really couple up so long. And so I just thought they would be like great role models for me and Jim. And so we called them up and invited them out to dinner, and they accepted. And then we just started seeing them. You know, every 4 to 6 weeks we'd go to a museum or go out to dinner with them and just enjoyed their stories. And often Bill would say, stop me if I've told you this, but we never would stop him because But yeah, we wanted to hear his stories over and over again. And they were so important to us. Anytime we had a dinner party at our house, we thought, well, we're not interesting enough. We got to have Bill over here to liven up the party, tell some good stories. You know, this guy's lived. So he was gracious. He came to our wedding and all kinds of things. He was really, really nice about it. At one point early in our friendship, we asked Bill if he had ever written his stories down because we just enjoyed them so much. And he said that a friend of his was going to record them. And this is when Bill was 84. So fast forward to Bill's 92. His partner Paul has passed away. And we said, hey, Bill, how did it go when you recorded those stories? And Bill said, oh, we never did it. And we're thinking, oh my God, you know, he's 92. We don't have much time. we better. And so Jim and I said, well, we want to do it. And I think Ursula said, yeah, you guys have to do it. So Jim and I went home and we wrote down all the stories we could remember, and which we knew them pretty good after 8 years. And then we went and looked up Bill on the internet, which I don't know why we had never done that before. But then we found out he was really famous. And we're like, oh man, we didn't know that. He did seem to kind of know everybody, but we didn't know he was so famous. So we're like, well, we can't just record an old man telling stories. It'll seem like a name-dropping thing. It's kind of weird. And so we'll give it some biographical context, and we'll interview a few of his friends, because he's never going to tell you how great he is, right? So then, you know, that's when more encouragement started coming, and this project kind of took on a life of its own. Every time we met someone to interview, they would say, oh, we're so glad you're doing this. Have you talked to so-and-so? And our idea was to talk to maybe, you know, 4 or 5 people. It ended up, I think we did 35 shoots altogether. So I'm going to start recognizing people as we go. Do you stand up? The most important person to thank is my beautiful husband of 35 years. Not only did he let me do it, he was on every shoot. We were pumping a lot of money into this, and at a time when our house was kind of falling down around our ears, and I kept saying, well, you know, honey, anybody can have like a nice kitchen. Who has a movie? Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for coming.